Hello on this chilly Monday for a change, I dare say, and it's actually not that far below normal, but definitely a shock to the system. Big story this week for the country, though, is going to be the storm hitting the East Coast. We've got a wave here, or an upper level trough in the west that's going to really propagate across the country, creating snow to our south. Places like Oklahoma will see some more snow tomorrow, but then really ramping up and dumping a ton of snow along with a lot of wind, a classic nor'easter for the northeast coast. So that wave will move across the south central part of the country and then propagate quickly to the northeast. And this is a classic nor'easter storm where they're going to see just an absolute ton of moisture along with wind. Meanwhile, not much happening here, but that system will move across the south, rain for the south too, snow tomorrow, as I mentioned, across Oklahoma and Kansas, and then it moves up the eastern seaboard. And for us, we're just seeing these very minor disturbances come through. It looks like maybe Friday into Friday night could see another dusting scenario of snow similar to what we saw late yesterday, but several inches of snow could fall across Oklahoma into Kansas, probably 3 to 5 inch range. And then the East Coast is what's going to be interesting. The Mid-Atlantic, Washington, D.C. will be right on the rain snow line. Looks cold enough for New York and all of Long Island, and then into upstate New York, Boston to see mostly snow, and that means some pretty impressive totals there as well. We're talking a foot plus of snow. DC is going to be right on that line where it could be 4 inches of snow, could be 10 inches of snow, but New York does look poised for over 10 inches and then higher amounts into upstate New York. This is the European model in particular. American model, though, very similar. Slightly further south, the American model a little more aggressive on snow for the DC area, for example, keeping it a little bit colder there. And a white Christmas probably for New York City because temperatures stay in the 30s. You need more than that to melt a foot plus of fresh snow, maybe warm on Christmas Day, but their white Christmas here, it is still up in the air. But boy, was it cold this morning. These are the wind chill temperatures this morning. Sub-zero for most of the state, including the metro. Our wind chill dropped below zero for the first time this season. It's been just unusually, of course, mild. Cold high pressure settling in today, and as it does, these winds will finally calm down. So it's still pretty blustery out there by the afternoon. Wind speeds really lighten up, you can see across the state, and that high pressure settles into northwestern Minnesota, which means we stay pretty chilly yet, but at least the winds will die down. So highs only in the low 20s today, our coldest high temperature we've seen so far this season, and just teens for the northern part of the state. And then tomorrow morning, back down into the teens, still close to zero or below, right up along the international border into the Boundary Waters area. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, already a little warmer, upper 20s. 28 will still feel chilly, or these are wind chills rather. Still cold tomorrow in the single digits, but not as bad as this morning because those winds will be lighter. Highs tomorrow afternoon, upper 20s, about 28 in the metro, which is still a degree above normal, if you can believe it. I know it feels chilly, but the normal high is 27, and the normal low is 12. We still haven't hit 12. It was 13 again this morning. Wednesday already back up to around freezing, and then warmer temperatures are already building back in here for the later part of the week into the weekend. And yeah, right into next week, we're talking about temperatures that are going to be well above normal here across the central part of the country. Once again, 30s, maybe even some 40s next week. So these little dustings of snow will melt. 21 for the high today, some sunshine, but high clouds moving in for the afternoon. Tomorrow we'll see high clouds, a little warmer already, near freezing, back above normal here by Wednesday into the rest of the week. In fact, we're near 40 again by Friday, and then we'll see some of that late day or into the night light snow showers. Again, looks fairly minor. Models hinting at maybe a storm that we could see in the nick of time next week, but half of them don't do it, so we'll just have to see. If we get a white Christmas, it's probably going to come down to the wire here.